Hello everyone and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. It's a gloomy Saturday afternoon here where I am, but I have the very bright and dazzling Barbie pink Rebel Heart Tarot on the tarot table because I'm going to be looking at, not quite at Barbie, not at Margot. I'm going to be looking at that red carpet appearance though at the variety event over the weekend where Megan was posing up a storm and then her assistant came out of nowhere and sort of ushered her along. And Megan, according to people who can read lips better than I can, said Megan allegedly said, "Don't touch me," and then remembered that the cameras were all on her and reached out and smiled and ha ha ha, and then carried on posing. So I'm going to do a little reading with Rebel Heart Tarot just for fun, and we're going to see how Megan felt in that glorious moment on the red carpet. She finally got her red carpet moment. She was thwarted the year before because the late Queen passed away very inconveniently, and it meant that Megan had to cancel and couldn't go to this event, but she made up for it this time around by posing and posing and posing. So how was she feeling? How did she feel when she got told to move along? Allegedly Barbie was in the background saying, "Hurry up now, who do you think you are," sort of thing. That's just a rumour, so I don't know, and I'm not going to look and see directly. I'm going to be looking at the assistant. Some people say she's Ashley Mom Tahini, who's the head of communications at Archewell. I don't know who she is. Let's call her Ashley. And if it's not Ashley, apologies to whoever she is. I want to know how it went afterwards with that assistant. That's the outcome of this little 5-card reading. Is it all rosy, or did she get bawled out afterwards for daring to interrupt Madame's big moment on the red carpet? Let's have a look, just for fun, just for entertainment. You know the drill. It's tarot, and all my opinion, all speculation. Rebel Heart Tarot, when you read archetypal energy here. Ooh, 3 of Swords. Ooh, these cards are very jumpy, very jumpy. So I think we've got what we need in them, energy-wise. Let's do the reading. Stop rambling. Start reading tarot. Disclaimer in the box below, of course. It was an interesting little red carpet appearance. We're going to be reading on that today. Twice. This, there, the pushing out the way. How did Megan feel about it? How did poor Ashley feel, if she is Ashley? And is it all happy between the two women now? Or have there been repercussions? Knight of Wands, underlying energy. That's a very showy card. It's a very fire signy card, very dramatic. It does like to show off, hog the limelight a bit, the Knight of Wands. Theatrical, dramatic, charismatic, not as high status as one might like to be if you're on that red carpet and you've got allegedly Margot Robbie, that's the wild rumour, shouting in the background, coming out, hurry up, move along now. Apparently not a fan of the Duchess, not at all. But it's a Knight of Wands. He's got the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands ahead of him. So even though she was there, it wasn't all about her. And there's some shots of her in the actual venue looking less than thrilled with life. So trying to seize the moment as best as she could, but really not the star attraction. That's interesting. That's what's coming off the Knight of Wands for me as a tarot reader. Situation we're dealing with. What are we dealing with? Ooh, death. That's a very shocking card. Death is the end. And change, transformation, radical transformation, but going through death and a rebirth. This is interesting because for all the beaming and the posing and the everything else that was going on behind the scenes in her heart of hearts, I think she was feeling less than pleased with what was going on. That her moment was the year before, was last year, and she missed it. and everything has changed since then. Her status is no longer where it was then. At that moment in her life, she still had the documentary coming. Spare was still coming. They were on top of the wave. They were riding that wave, and the wave has crashed now, and she's pretty much been destroyed. She's pretty much a laughing stock in Hollywood now. She didn't manage to get the big celebrities come and pose with her. She got some lesser mortals and some studio executives, but nothing grand, nothing magnificent. She felt it, and I wasn't expecting to see a card like that there. But let's get on to the red carpet, and when she was posing and beaming, and really she'd practiced and she was in her element. How was she feeling in that moment of glory? Page of Pentacles, again, a much more downbeat energy than I would expect, because the Page of Pentacles is a very junior energy. It's a student. It's learning the ropes. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm very often wrong, but was this the first red carpet appearance ever of this nature? Yes, she's collected awards, but awards that she's bought and paid for, and she's walked through the Hertz car rental office to get to the award. But this one was the first real one with real celebrities. We had the Kennedy thing and the that other thing, I've forgotten what, when Doria also showed up, but then it turned out to be a green screen. And there was a fake audience and canned laughter and cheering. Forgotten what that award was now. But this one, first one with real celebs there. And she was junior energy. She was there to merch as well. Very much a merching card, Page of Pentacles, contract. Extract your stuff. You've lost all that weight. You're wearing this custom garment, allegedly. See what you can do. See how the sales go afterwards. There was pressure on her. Pressure to perform. Pressure not to trip in those Aquazura heels. Pressure to sell the garment, to sell the label. I'm speculating, of course, but when you get the Page of Pentacles in a reading, you're looking at contracts, negotiations, deals, and studying and learning. This was a learning experience for her. So wow, how did she feel when she was told, move along? And her, my best Bobby accent, not really. Very angry. Temperance in reverse. We saw a flash of it, don't touch me. And then she covered it up. There were those sort of microaggressions that people who can bear to watch her and study her in super slow motion picked up. I can't bear to watch. I have to peer through my fingers and block my ears. I cringe. I suffer terrible second-hand embarrassment. But Temperance card in reverse is all about impatience and anger. Being irrationally angry. The Temperance upright is the angel, in reverse the devil. I always say this, the two are next to each other in the major arcana. First comes the Temperance card, then comes the devil. When the Temperance card is in the reverse, you are the devil. Devils are very angry. She was very angry. Really disrupted her and brought that shadow aspect out. So that Temperance card in reverse, temper, literally. How did poor old Ashley or / whoever, assistant or / global head of communications, what communications, how did she feel in that moment? Oh, Page of Swords, dreading it. Very tentative. The Page of Swords is strategic, is careful and cautious, does research, looks things up, prepares for stuff. More shrewd than the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is a bit slightly more naive. Page of Swords is much more prepared for what is coming. And in the reverse, she really was braced. She was braced for some kind of clapback in that moment. And there's footage of them afterwards. There's Chris Sanchez beating his path through the celebrities for Meghan to follow. Nobody else brought their bodyguard along. But there he was. Nobody playing them a blind bit of notice. Meghan following, and assistant going along behind, looking quite hunched and sort of drawn into herself. which was quite telling body language. I'm not a body language expert. I'm simply using my powers of human observation to say that she looked uncomfortable. She had a smile on her face. Of course she had a smile on her face. Everyone would have a smile on their face in that moment. They might go and cry in the powder room, but they're not going to cry in public, not in front of, what's his face, Titanic fellow. Gone blank. The joys of being my age. Anyway, Page of Swords. Yeah, we get the picture there. Afterwards, repercussions. Are the two women besties, or was there a little shouting match and tears in the powder room? It's all fine. Kiss and made up. The lovers. Kiss and made up. She lost it for a while. Temperance in reverse, but she remembered where she was. She remembered that the cameras were rolling. She was very quick to smile and reach out her hand and love bomb and all the rest of it. And we're back at the lovers. And I'm not saying that literally that card means that. I'm just saying that there has been a kiss and make up, metaphorically speaking. They are back on good terms. There was anxiety, Page of Swords, fear, even with that card in that moment. A bit of cowering, a bit of uh-oh. But it's all fine. It's all fine. What is interesting in this reading, and that I was not expecting, these energies, Knight of Wands, Death, and the Page of Pentacles. She was feeling much less confident than she showed. Much less confident. And she really was there to work. Page of Pentacles. Also interesting card. Temperance in reverse. Yeah, can't hide it. Super slow motion. There it is. Or no, not even. Just there it is. Temperance card in reverse. That's your reading. Thank you for watching. On to the red carpet and the next one again.